Welcome to Tone and Transform Day 7. My name is Suzanne. So we're going to come onto our mats today and we're going to start with a simple kick the butt. So we're going to kind of jog on the spot but try and kick that butt behind you. So let's begin. So it's better if you get your hands out, using those arms for momentum. I'm just going to be here for a few more seconds. And then from here, we're going to come down onto our backs. A few more, and then down you come. So once you're down on your backs, feet planted on the ground, hips lift up, and then alternate legs lifts. Press the hands into the floor, and really remember to engage the glutes, the buttocks, squeezing them in. Now we come into twists, lift the legs up, and then you're going to twist one way and twist the other. So you're lifting up and twisting. Keep your shoulders and your head off the ground. Just feels like a slight movement, and there you have it. One set done. So bring your feet together, drop the knees in butterfly pose. And take your arms out away from you, behind you. And just rest here for a while. Just noticing how you feel. Connecting with your body. If this is your morning practice, remember to just be gentle. Just allowing the body to naturally wake up. Your spine, your neck, and all the muscles. And I'm being greeted by my morning with Bonnie and Heidi. So then start to come back up onto the mat, and we're going to start that again. So jogging on the spot, seeing if you can get those heels to tap the butt. Moving the arms back and forward. And then come down onto your back, knees bent, plant the feet, lift the hips, palms down, alternate leg lifts. Pointing the toes as you draw the knee in towards the chest. And then we'll come into our twists, so legs up straight, and then twisting one way, twisting the other. Maybe plant the palms down onto the ground to lift those shoulders, and then twist the hips one way, twist the other. Couple more, and relax. Well done. Do what feels intuitive to you. Maybe just use this time to just completely relax, unwinding the body. So we've got one more set to go of this. So kicking the butt, and then your leg lifts, and then your twist. So a few more seconds of rest. So bring yourself back up to standing. Get yourself ready. And we'll begin. So really try now and see if you can really kick that butt. Really lifting the heel. Pushing the heel back into the butt. And then come down, knees bent, feet on the floor, and then lifting the hips up, plant the palms, alternate leg lifts. See if you can speed it up a bit now. Really squeezing those glutes as you come up. Well done. And then we'll come into our twist. legs up and twist, twist, twist. Just seeing if you can get that stretch in the side body as you twist your hips one way and then the other way. You got this, we're nearly there. One more and relax. Well done. So use this time to come up and let's do some neck rolls. So come to cross-legged and use our break time to just really start to unwind the neck, unwind the shoulders. So do what feels intuitive to you. Do what feels relaxing. Controlling your breath, coming back into that space. We hold a lot of tension in our neck. So come onto your feet for our next round, and we're just going to come into squats. So don't straighten the legs fully, keep the knees bent. Remember, you're coming back into your heels to avoid any injury. And you're really just stretching the thighs back, really pulling the glutes back. And then I want you to just jog on the spot. It's not the most glamorous position to do for me. I can still feel all that wobbling. And then you're going to come down. And then you're going to tap your heels. So bring your shoulders off the ground, and then you're just tapping left hand to left heel, right hand to right heel. So really start to feel that stretch in the side body as you stretch and tap. And then from here, let's rest. So let's come into happy baby for this rest. So bring your feet up, hands round the base of your feet, or if they don't reach, no worries, just round the back of your calves or even round the back of your legs. Just try and get some momentum in the hips, so you're trying to open up the hips here. And then roll one side, roll the other side, maybe extending the top leg away from you. Notice how that feels in your hip, in your hamstrings. And then we'll get ready to do our circuit again. So starting with our squats. So feet wider than your hips, and we'll begin. So take your gaze forward and down. That will keep your neck in line with your spine. Remember, coming back into the heels. Don't straighten those knees. Then running on the spot. Start to try and chop the arms to encourage the knees to lift higher. And then come down onto your back. And then we're going to do heel taps. So left, right, and right. Lifting the shoulders up. Coming back into center between each side. Focusing on your side body. And relax. Well done. I invite you to come back into happy baby or simply take this time to relax. Drawing the knees in towards the elbows. Maybe moving from side to side again, extending the top leg away from you, drawing the bottom leg in. And then we'll come all the way up, back to standing for our final set of this section, coming into our squats. So coming down and back, down and back. Come on, you got this, it's your last set. Don't forget to breathe. And jogging on the spot. Really start to chop those arms, maybe extend the fingers out now, so the fingers are nice and straight, bringing more momentum to the movement of the arms. And then get ready on our back for our heel taps. So quicken up the pace now. Rather than coming into the center for a break, see if you can just go from one side immediately to the other side. Extending that arm further away and relax. Come up to sit and just roll out the neck again, using this time to really just focus on your breath. Your shoulders. Maybe nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Got a little bit longer and rest. Now we're going to come back up to stand, and we're going to come into our squat and toe taps. So come to stand in your squat and then come up and tap, up and tap. So really control the movement here. Really control it when you come down and then control it when you come up. So really pressing into that leg. Then come down onto your back. Bridge, lift the torso up, plant the palms, and it's one leg down, one leg up and down. So really drawing that leg, pointing the toes and drawing that leg up and back. And then we're going to come into our scissor lift. So let's just do this gradually at first. Lift one leg off the ground and the other, keeping the hands down on the ground. And then I want you to lift the torso up and then alternate the legs, but don't put that leg back down on the ground. And that's it. You're done on your round one. So just 2 more rounds left to go. I invite you now to extend the legs, extend the arms, interlace the fingers and push the fingers away from you. And then flex the feet so the toes are facing up towards the ceiling. Your ankles, your back of your ankles may lift off the ground. And you want your arms off the ground. So this is kind of like Tadasana, mountain pose when we're standing up. But I want you to tap into your breath when you're here, really focusing on retaining that energy in your body. So we're going to come up and do that again. So bring yourself up to stand and we'll begin. So tapping that toe as you're coming up from your squat. Coming down and up, down and up. And then come down onto your back. Bridge lift, palms on belly or on the floor, and then alternate leg lifts. Really start to see if you can lift the hips higher and really draw that leg up and in. pointing the toes. Extend the legs away from you when we come into our scissors. So now see if you can take those hands away from you, lifting them up or behind the head. Come on, you got this. You're nearly done. And release. Extend the legs away from you. Flex the feet. Interlace the fingers. Extending the arms away from you behind your head. And breathe. Maybe take a little twist one way and the other way, side stretch. And then come all the way back up to standing and get yourself ready for your final round. So you're probably feeling a bit hot now. We're nearly there. Maybe take a forward fold before we go into it, just easing out any tension. Well done, we're nearly there. All right then, squats and tap that foot. Pressing back into the heel, pointing and flexing that toe. Couple more. And then come down onto your back. Lift the hips, plant the palms, pointing each toe up and back, really drawing them hips up in space, pulling in and extending away from you. Extend the legs, hands behind, and off we go with our scissors. Now really give it your all. It's your last one. Really point the toes, using the momentum in your belly, in your abdominal area to draw the legs up. And you're done. Well done. Bring yourself up to seat. Take a moment just to reflect on how you feel. And I hope you've enjoyed this 7-day practice with me. Namaste.